to see how to create a like button in Instagram. As you can see here, I'm having a post in this account. It's a Instagram account. If I click this heart in button, it will it likes this post. If I dislike this one, then it will again roll back to the previous condition, correct? So we are going to do the same thing using a core JavaScript and HTML. So the post, how we have need to design all these things is done already in the HTML and CSS. So as you can see here, I already designed this one. So I don't want to explain this HTML CSS. This is mainly for the JavaScript purposes. Okay. So now I am showing the actual output what I have done here. So this is HTML CSS. So as you can see here, the icon which I have designed is from Font Awesome. So if anyone does not know Font Awesome, you just comment in the section. I will tell you what is Font Awesome here. And I just hard coded this likes for this particular post, and for the second post also I hard coded this number. And this is hard coded in a HTML, not in a JavaScript. JavaScript is like a dynamic programming which I have written here. But when it comes to HTML, HTML I just hard coded the feed. So if you see this here, I'm having a three different feeds. So once again, let me shrink the feed. So as you can see here, I'm having a three different feed, which is nothing but three different posts is showing here. So each post has different like. Okay. So now whenever I'm clicking this heart in button, it has to increase the like for this particular post, as well as this heart in has to change into red color. And if I dislike this one, again it just goes to this condition, and the like will get reduced. Okay. So for this thing, what I have done is I'm just creating a query selector all, which find all the heart in button inside the page. Okay. In all the document, in whole HTML document, it finds the heart in button. And because as we all know, this heart button will available for all the posts, so we cannot say it's a single click, correct? So I'm just adding a on click for the each and every heart in button which is available in the Instagram post. Okay. So now the next scenario is we need to find the total likes, actually, correct? Total likes is nothing but how many likes are exist in the post. So it is like a previous likes. So now if I click this button, the plus one has to happen based on this 995, which means if I click this heart in button, the count will be 926. The same way, if I click this post, the count will be 1926. If I click this one, 726, correct? So first we need to identify the existing likes, correct? Then only we can increase the like. So first we will do the existing like, then we will see. So now I am taking the like, which is I am converting into the integer, because as we all know, JavaScript will this one. So now total like plus plus means it will increase the like. But however, we need to do one more thing, which means like I need to replace this one, correct? So in order to replace, I am just using this one, which is the same way how we are accessing the value, the same way I am overriding the value using the HTML. Okay. So what I have done is, whenever I am clicking the heart in button, it will find the existing link count from the same element, and it increases plus one, and then we are assigning to the same element with a new value. Okay, fine. Let's see how it works. Let me refresh it. As you can see now, click on this one, and as you can see here, the like is getting increased automatically. But okay, so now the event is getting attached properly. As you can see here, for this post we have 725. If I click this one, it becomes 726. Likewise, if I go to the first post, as you can see, it's a 925, and if I click this one, it is also getting increased one by one. Fine. So now the like is getting properly working. Now the next scenario what we are going to see is, we need to add the that hearting has to change into red color. As you know, the Instagram, if I like this post, this hearting will have to change into like, right, that red color button. So for this thing, what we need to do, I have done already some CSS, so I don't want to explain this one. And if you want to explain, let me know. We will put one more tutorial. So as you can see here, what we need to do, there is a action div will be there each feed. Okay. So here, if I add the like class, automatically that heartin will get changed. As you can see here, the heartin will get changed. This is I have done using pure CSS. The same way, if I remove this like, then this will go back to the previous state. So for this thing also, we can do the same logic. So we have the event and all these things working fine. Only thing is, we need to add the like for the parent element, correct? So for this thing, as we know, we added the event for the parent element, right? So using the parent element, we can identify the child element, so that we can do like this. So what this will do, Okay, this will identify the parent element for the each heart in button. For example, this is a first post, this is a heart, this parent element is nothing but this one. The same way we are having a second post, so the parent for this element is this one. The same way we are having this one, which has the parent element of this one. So each feed has a different parent. So that's what we are identifying here, to identify the parent element for the to identify the parent element for the each post. Okay, so once we identify the parent element, our next scenario is we are going to find the class. So what are all the classes available, whether it has a like or not. As I mentioned here, if I mention the like means automatically just check whether it is having like or not. So now we need to identify whether this action class is having like or not. So to do that, we are using a concept called contains. This is like adding the class to the, we can say it's not adding, add or remove the like class. Fine. So here we are performing this total like, but the same condition whatever we have written, that can be written as a ternary operator also, but I have commented. If you can understand, then you can use it. Okay, so now let's see how it works. So let's go here, refresh it, and as you can see here, if I click this one, it becomes 926. If I dislike this one, it becomes 925. The same way I can go for one more feed, and I'm clicking this one. It is existing by default, it is 1095 is already there. If I click this one, it becomes 1926. If I unselect, then it became this one. So like this and like this. Okay, so this is how we can simply create an Instagram like action. And here mainly I'm concentrating on only JavaScript. I didn't explain about the CSS and all these things. If you need, let me know. I will do one more video for HTML CSS as well. And here this is JavaScript which I have used for performing this action, and this looks like 5 lines of code. And if you are good in JavaScript, it will not take that much time to understand. But if you don't know about the basics of JavaScript, this will take time to understand all these things. But this is very simple code. This is the code which will perform on all these things. And moreover, the code which I have written is not like a hard code. Whatever the data available in the HTML, it retrieves the numbers and it will increase the count. Okay, thank you.